Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn love reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do, and if it doesn't, leave the parts that do not resonate with you. All right, so we're going to get some romance angels. We're going to look at past, current, and future energies. We're going to get some clarifiers and close out with an oracle. All right, so let's pick some romance angel. All right, what wants to come out here for Capricorn? Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. All right, we have these two. We have past life relationship. You have known each other before, and we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. All right. So let's get some tarot. Past energy, we have 8 of Cups, okay? Thinking about something, right? Letting go of something. Could have to go with that codependency, whatever that addiction represents. Now, that can represent negative behavior. It can represent, obviously, substance. It can represent social media addictions. It could represent gambling. It could represent whatever that codependency is on something, to ignore what really needs to be dealt with, right? That it's not being independent to make your own decision. It's relying on something else, whatever that something may represent. And I feel like with this 8 of Cups, it's like, well, you know, thinking about that, walking away. Sometimes we feel that within a relationship, and that we put all the power into the other person, right? That we put all of the power into the other person, and we're giving them our power, and that you're dependent on that other person. And if that other person isn't making decisions or choices or is there for you, that you're feeling lost and alone. All right. Then we have 10 of Pentacles. We have the King. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have nature. We have the Page of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. So the nature card is the Devil card. And this is, the hunter is setting a trap for the bear, but the bear sees that there's a trap that's being set for them, that's set for the bear. Seeing that trap that's being set. For some reason, every time I use these cards, I always feel like the Devil card comes out. The Capricorn comes out for my Capricorn readings. All right, so past energies. We have the 8 of Cups, and we have the 3 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. And I feel like that is that you decided to walk away from something, that maybe you realized there was a codependency and something going on, whatever that represents for you, and that you move on from it, right? You sail away from it. You've made that decision. You've walked away. You've thought about it. You've walked away from it. You're moving away. You're sailing forward, and you're feeling happy about that decision, right? That you're feeling, yeah, you know, I made the right decision. I'm glad that I moved away from that energy. It lightened your energy. It made you feel better. For current energies, we have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the King and the 7 of Cups. And again, she's kind of got her hand, and she's like, thinking about it, right? And she has little Siddhi, the little fairies that are whispering in her ear and talking to her, and, you know, kind of maybe, and then I saw this butterfly here, and I feel like it's transformation, right? Butterfly represents that transformation, and you're seeing things from a different perspective, right? You're looking at things differently because you were able to let go of this, that whatever represented the 8 of Cups, like you were able to let that go. Now that could be that you were holding on to things with your partner, that you were not letting things go, that you're realizing, hey, I don't need to hold on to every little thing, that sometimes you just have to let things go, because it's not really worth having that discussion, having that fight, having that disagreement, that it's really not worth it. And I feel like you're just seeing things that, you know, from a different perspective. And 10 of Pentacles is that connection. So I feel like that connection is growing stronger between the two of you. Future energies, we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Devil card, and we have the Page of Wands. And then the overall energy, we have the Page of Pentacles, and I feel like there's new energy, new feeling, new connection, trying different things, looking at things differently. When that codependency is gone, right, or when this 8 of Cups is worked through and that is let go of, I feel like it opens up the doors to all new possibilities, all new things, a grounding, right? The Queen of Pentacles, she's kind of grounded. She's next to this tree, which has, you know, a very old tree that has a lot of roots set in it. And, you know, she has harvested these nuts from the tree, and that this is something that has taken time to learn and grow from. And this relationship is evolving and it's changing, and there's new things going on. I feel like there may be some boundaries that are set, right? Maybe between you and your partner, or I feel like it's kind of looking out for yourself more, right? That it's making those decisions that work best for you, that you're kind of, maybe there's some boundaries that need to be set in this relationship, right? Maybe there is some toxic behavior that goes on within the relationship, and there is this kind of codependency, controlling, negative energy that goes on within the relationship. But you've learned, okay, I've got to set some boundaries on this. For some reason, I'm not feeling like it's a partnership. I'm feeling like it's a friendship or it's a family member. For some reason, that's what I'm feeling. I'm not feeling like it's a partnership. I mean, it could be. But I'm almost feeling it's like family members that you care about, and that you've had to walk away from some situations because they become kind of crazy and out of control, and you're realizing, okay, I got to make some better choices for myself. But that you've learned that you have to set some boundaries, because you see that this person sometimes likes to set traps for you, and sometimes likes to kind of set you up for things. And I feel like you're kind of, you've learning to make these boundaries for yourself with this person, whoever this person represents. I'm not feeling like it's a partnership, but if it is, that's okay. But it could be a friendship. You know, sometimes we have those friendships where, you know, there's a lot going on there, and sometimes boundaries have to be set. 9 of Wands, that this has been emotionally challenging for you, that you've been through a lot, to get to the point, to this 8 of Cups, where you've been able to walk away. I feel like it's something that you've been thinking about for a long time, that you're ready for those positive changes, but it's kind of taken you one step at a time, right? This is not something that has happened overnight. This is something that has taken a while. Definitely this Tower. Rebuilding, right? You tore something down. Tower represents something is built on a false foundation that needs to come down, right? But we have the sun that is bursting through this tower, because there is this positive energy coming through, which goes back to the 3 of Cups. Is this happiness, is that you coming into your own happiness and what makes you happy, that things become easier because you've let this 8 of Cups go, whatever that represents for you. There's some, I feel like you had to make some tough decisions. I feel like you've had to make some really tough decisions with this relationship with this person, okay? That there's some really tough things that have had to happen, and but you've had to look at things from a different perspective, and it just gives you a whole new light on everything. That you feel the time is right for you to make those changes, for you to set those boundaries, for you to make some big changes, and that you felt that you have been held back long enough, and that you don't want someone else to hold you back, and you don't want to hold things back yourself. You are taking control of the situation. We have the Magician, which is the individual empowerment and everlasting love, and he has his hands around all of the Pentacles, the Wands, the Cups, and the Swords, and it's like you are coming into your own and your own strength. And I feel like with these 2 pages, which is young, new energy, I feel like this is a new feeling for you. This is an exciting feeling for you that you are turning into, that you are coming into. That again, maybe that codependency is that you were relying on someone else for all of the answers, and maybe you were putting a lot of energy into someone else. So this could be a partnership where you felt that you were giving a lot of energy towards that person and you were losing yourself within the relationship. And maybe that's what this Tower is that there was a breakup that you had to walk away, right? You either have to rebuild this relationship or you had to walk away. But it's you coming into your own strength and your own power and your own independence, and that you can see things differently, and that gives you hope, right? That gives you that excitement of a positive future, and that you're making good changes for yourself, and that you're doing those things that make you happy and excited, and that it's almost like you can see things clearer, right? You can see what's laid in front of you clearer, like you're really recognizing those things that are around you that maybe before you ignored those signs, you ignored those red flags, that you made excuses for bad behavior, that you let things go. But I feel like now you're coming into your own strength where you're like, okay, I see that. I see you're setting a trap for me, and I'm not going to fall into that, right? I'm not going to go down that path again. I've already done that before. I don't want to do that again. I will not let myself go to that again. And then we have the Hermit, which is Virgo, and I feel like with that being right underneath this the Capricorn card, the nature card, where the hunter is setting that trap, and then we see the snake that is, there's something that may try to block you, right? There may be something in the future that is going to try and block you, or that you are now shedding a light on those obstacles. Like I was just saying, I feel like you are in this energy where you're like, you're not ignoring red flags, you are not making excuses for bad behavior, that you are seeing that people are setting traps for you, or you're seeing that someone's trying to set you up or trying to push your buttons, right? Sometimes we have those people that are around us and they just know how to push our buttons and they know how to wind us up, and or people that are saying, oh, you're not going to be able to accomplish this, you're not going to be able to do this, but you're seeing that, right? Because there's an obstacle in the path, but you're stopping and you're thinking and you're like, okay, I want to keep going forward, but how am I going to get past this? Like I'm going to continue on my journey. And the Queen of Wands is somebody who perseveres, right? She just keeps going. She finds those answers. And I feel like that's you taking on that energy of the Queen of Wands, is that I'm going to get past this. I am determined and I will make things happen. I will get past this, these two cards here. And I almost feel like this is it makes you feel stronger, and it brings up your confidence, because you're like, you know what, before in the past energy this would have stopped me, and this would have been the end of the path, right? I wouldn't have tried to find the solution. But now this future energy is like, you know what, I'm gonna handle this situation. I'm gonna get past this situation. Like, this is not gonna stop me. This is just a roadblock, right? But I will persevere, I will push through. And we have the Capricorn card again, and I feel like that's you coming into your own energy, your own strength, your own power, right? And you feeling strong, and you feeling confident, and you pushing through. And you've gone through a lot to get here, but I feel like you also have grown in so many different ways, and you've really opened your eyes to what's going on around you, especially with this Hangman right in the middle. And these two pages, I feel like that's young energy, like new things, new feelings. Bottom of the deck, we have Six of Pentacles, sharing. I feel like almost like maybe is this a story that you should share with others to show that perseverance, right, brings in those positive results, right? Because I feel like if people can hear more stories from people who have succeeded and people who have worked through those challenges, right, that it gives them the strength and the energy and the will to keep going and know, well, this person has paved this path and they've done it, and I can do it too, that I don't need to give up, that I can figure out what it is these Eight of Cups are that is holding me back, and to make these changes. And even though that it's some tough decisions that I have to make, and there's some rebuilding that I have to do, that I don't want to hold myself back, that I want to become more independent and have my strength and be hopeful and find solutions to roadblocks that come into my life, whether it's whatever type of relationship it is, whether it's a relationship with yourself or it's a relationship with other people. That sharing that story of hope, like that gives other people hope. That gives other people that energy that, wow, I can do this too. And seeing how people have succeeded makes you want to try harder so that you can be in that success story too. So for some reason I just felt like writing a book or sharing your story, sharing what you've been through, can help other people. For some reason I just felt like I needed to say that. But it also could just be sharing your story with the people that are around you that care about you, right? Because they like to hear how you have succeeded. All right, we have respect. Respect is incredibly important. You have to respect yourself, and you have to have respect from the people around you. And you have to respect people that are around you. It's very important. Like it's something that's very big. So maybe that is what is being worked on here. That is the challenge. That is what turned things around. That you weren't feeling respected back here, right? That you weren't feeling like you were respected. You weren't, and that you needed to be more into a relationship or a situation where you felt respect, where you felt like your thoughts, your feelings were being respected more. And that's important. Like you want to have that in a relationship, whatever relationship that is, that you want to have that back and forth between two people. And I feel like maybe that is a big thing that was missing here. But I feel like with you going on this journey, especially on this tower and onward, I feel like you gain that respect, not only to yourself because you're proud of yourself for making these tough decisions and these hard choices and not letting anything stop you, that you gain that respect for yourself, but that, you gain respect from the people that are around you because they're like, wow, you really pulled through that. You really pushed through that, right? You saw those traps that were being set, but you persevered and you were able to pull yourself away from that situation. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.